Hello and welcome to DCP Live episode number 311. 311. 311.
311.
311.
Anything good about 311?
It's a band, right? I'm not
going
crazy thinking it's not a band. Yeah,
no,
a band.
definitely a band.
It's a band, yeah.
Is it a band?
Not actually familiar with any of their music though. That I'm aware of.
Overwhelmingly positive message, which means you should not fear any change that's coming at you right now.
Perfect.
There you go.
There you go.
Chat and listeners, don't fear any change. It's 311.
There you
Although
go.
we already did agree that we were going to get angry this episode, so
Ah, yes.
are.
The
let's
angry
not forget
episode.
that part.
Yeah.
Let's get pissed off here.
The Duke It Out episode.
4 men enter,
Discord,
1 man
so
leaves.
I'm not too sure what we're getting angry about.
Just getting angry. It's 311.
Don't worry, it'll come.
311.
An exuberant excitement of
An
anger.
overwhelming, I'm not fearful of the anger.
Yeah, not fearful of the
Embrace.
argument.
Not fearful.
Yelling
No.
match.
I mean, I'm not angry with leaks of a potential PvP extraction shooter by Bungie.
Yeah, what was this?
No, I didn't
What
hear
was this
about
leaks?
that.
Yeah.
Well, I heard rumblings, but I didn't actually look into it.
Oh, a good friend of the show, Paul Tassi, has an article about it.
Mm.
Some
Brand
leaks,
is that's putting it.
leaked stuff of a PvP extraction shooter, which, to be honest, makes a bit of sense. Look, I love, everyone knows I love extraction shooters. I think they're the next thing. I think, Call of Duty's
They
got
are, yeah.
Escape from Tarkov. It's the next BR, and Bungie's good enough to put their own spins on game modes and stuff like that. So I would love to see that kind of genre play out by
Really?
them.
Are they?
Yeah. What do you mean?
They used to be.
Oh, they used to be. Okay, that's fair comment. Okay, they're good at attempting to try new stuff, right?
The shooting should feel good. So
The
It
shooting
should.
should feel good.
that's all that matters.
Is it going to be in the Destiny universe or is it going to be a separate IP?
Well, it's apparently Marathon.
Oh, interesting.
Somehow related to that.
Bringing
I've
Marathon
never
back
played,
as an
I've never played
expression.
Marathon. Have you guys played Marathon? I've never played
I played it. Yes, I played it a long time ago though. I don't remember
an old
much
game.
about it.
Yeah.
Apparently you can someone chat sent me links, you can go and play it somehow and it'd be legal.
They re-released it on the Xbox 360, I believe. Like they not remade it, but re-released it on 360.
Yeah. But here's
Probably on
my
PC somehow.
here's my spinfall hat theory, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So when I play Escape from Tarkov, also a friend of the show, Christopher Barrett, who I met over at Bungie and also got me involved with anthologies, moved on from Destiny to another IP, right?
Mhm,
Right.
mhm.
Little rat shows up in Escape from Tarkov streams, loves Escape from Tarkov. Says,
Mm.
I think it's one of the best genres, best games, plays a lot of Escape from Tarkov, whatever.
Dropping clues.
Outside of work. Right? So now I'm like,
It's interesting because did he start watching Tarkov streams to figure out, oh, they want us to make this extraction shooter, and he started watching streams to gather information.
Yeah.
Or
user
was he
experience.
I love Tarkov, pitched it to Bungie, and then he's just I'm just such a huge Tarkov fan. That's why I'm here.
Yeah,
Love Tarkov.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah, yeah.
Love it.
That's my theory. That's me adding
like
to
it.
the spin foil.
I like the theory.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I dig it.
But do you think it'll be crazy to I am gonna be. I don't think I've ever been a fan of a company before releasing a game because I never played Halo really,
Mm.
or I was never a Bungie fan person before
Yeah.
Destiny release. But now if it's gonna be weird hearing Bungie announce another game, and be like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be an odd feeling.
true.
Yeah.
When they eventually do announce what they're working on, it's gonna be a really
Yeah.
odd feeling.
It's true.
Like,
'cause
will
it's-
the TWAB be for both games as well?
yeah,
or
because
what?
it's this week at Bungie.
This week
True.
at Bungie.
Yeah.
They'll have to
Wow.
do this week at Destiny. This week at.
Yeah, this week at Marathon.
But yeah, because we
Yeah.
know they're working on that, which we've heard about, which is a competitive kind of shooter. But we also know they're working on, based on job posts, it's whimsical and those kind of words they were using of a game. We don't know anything about what that is yet, but it sounded very very different, kind of cutesy.
Lord of the Rings
whimsical.
extraction shooter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
You drop into Mordor,
very-
you got to catch a
very
ring,
class OP.
extract. Yeah,
Goblin
fairy
class.
class.
You're like, goddamn fairies!
These elves, elves in their perfect aim. God damn it.
Yeah, when we were talking about those goblins that steal your loot, someone was making notes yesterday. They're like, yeah, goblins, yeah,
Luke
golden
Goblin,
axe,
you
yes.
say?
Luke Goblin, yes. Mhm. I don't know, I'll be excited. I mean, I think the rumor is like 2025. It'd be cool to, I don't know, end of next year, maybe an announcement of some sort. That would be cool.
Maybe the
That'd be
Game
fun.
Awards or something.
Yeah.
Although Bungie
Mm.
kind of does everything by themselves these days, right?
Yeah,
They're just
they're
like, here's a
these
stream,
days.
come watch me.
Marching in their own
Yeah.
beat, right?
Yeah.
Dude, imagine that stream. Oh,
Oh.
baby.
We're here to talk about something not Destiny. Hmm.
But then here's the thing though, because surely they got a mobile game as well. Like I feel like that's one of the.
You guys have
They
phones,
have
right?
to.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine if that's the first announcement? No,
meme.
please don't do this.
Hey, you know what's funny is when you'd mentioned like being a fan of a company, you haven't been a fan of a company before until Bungie or something like that. I went through all the emotions of my love and now hate for Blizzard, and it was very
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Like
Yeah.
like an Aldrin flashback.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
flashback.
touch Sabathine's crystal.
Pretty much, because I've had so much like joy from so many Blizzard games, and then now I'm just like, I don't
Yeah.
want to touch any of these games.
You're like, oh, it's Blizzard. It's probably going to be bad. It's
Yeah.
actually probably what you think, among other things. But, you know.
Nobody was
Look-
sexually assaulted during the making of this game. Is a disclaimer needed on the boxes for.
Oh, man.
At the end of every trailer. Yeah.
Frankly, for every game company, it seems like honestly.
It's going to be interesting. We're going to see Bungie's name attached to a lot of other things in general because of all the Sony stuff, too. Like, you're going to have,
Yeah.
I assume if they've been helping create a live service game that another company's doing, it would be like X company in collaboration with Bungie. So you're going to see their name on
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Bungie is speedrunning and how to spend 3.6 billion.
Yeah, that will be the first live service game. The first year of the live service game.
Oh man.
Nice. And then happened in Destiny this week.
Yeah. Festival
Right.
of Lost started.
Festival
Spooky
Lost
time.
is here.
Festival of the Cost, you called it earlier.
I mean, that was that was called that. How many years
From
ago did it first?
First
Yeah, yeah.
D1.
That was the first
The
one, yeah.
first-
First,
Yeah, the
yeah.
first one in D1.
We had to
not much has
pay for Ghost.
Yeah. Is this the first year that they had like the extended pass though? I don't remember that last
No,
year.
that
Did
was
I
last
just
year.
that's last year?
They
Because man, I saw
started-
that and it was like, well, what the
They
fuck?
started it with Solstice.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't
I was gonna say
Festival,
this
though.
year
It was-
Solstice,
yeah, sorry.
they're taking that format
Okay.
and now bringing it forward. So you get a little thing, little mission, then it's like, why not upgrade?
To be fair, at the end of the very short quest, they give you essentially a god roll PvP sniper. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to,
Yeah.
if you don't want to invest any more time in it, you're just like, cool, good to go, I'm done.
Honestly, I got that sniper and I do like it quite a bit, and I might be done with the event at that point because when I was like, do I really want to pay for all these like things that I'm probably not going to use? No, I probably don't. Like, I do really like that the emblem that they have, like with the skeleton on it,
Yeah, that's good.
and I did really like the ship as well. I was like, I don't know. It just makes whenever they add like these like kind of weird transactions to anything, it just gives me a bad taste in my mouth for the whole event, and like then I don't want to participate.
I mean, at the moment, it's pretty much like if you can really stomach playing a bunch of activities to get X currency to then grind essentially lost sectors with a cone of pay, you know, to get the seasonal currency, whatever this currency is. Like that's what it is.
The way you
I do
phrased
like
it.
that format better than the old one where we were just running the infinite forest over and over again.
Yeah.
Like to me, I think the lost sectors with like the headless guys are more interesting. I think it's more fun than just
I
running-
think so too. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's what I thought last year, and I still think so.
Mylan's
Yeah.
right though. It's like if you're at a point where you've run so many lost sectors, they're like now a
Yeah.
lost sector with slightly different enemies. Come and get it.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind the lost sectors, but the thing is, you got to pay the 1,000 silver to unlock that track and then still play a certain amount of the game, which is why they made it so you can just play it normally and like stack up all your tokens to buy those things, and then you can decide to like purchase that track at the end of
Mm-hmm.
Season of Lost, and then just go through and buy more, so you don't have to like commit before that.
Yeah, it's I know it's strange seeing how microtransaction ish it is with it. Like I feel like it's targeted to people who are absolutely diehard and are going to buy everything that comes out regardless. So it's like if you were planning on spending it, you got these things to do and to grind for. If you're already sick of playing Lost Sectors, then I don't think you're going to be interested in this event.
The way that I've been engaging with it is, so I do want different roles on the sniper. There's like some cool stuff that you can get. You can get slick draw, you can get no distractions, you can get like a bunch of different things to try and just try out different roles. So what I've been doing is going into PvP and getting pages from PvP, because the sandbox right now is just a dream if you're a player like me. And then going into the
Sidearms.
Lost Sector and getting more sniper rolls, and then spending my pages, going back, get more pages, go into Lost Sector, try and get more snipers. Yeah. That's what I've been doing.
What is it? You
Yeah.
got to fill up like 29 pages to get that ship. The ship is kind of cool looking.
There's a ship for Bright Dust this week that is really cool. It's set up kind of like a church and a graveyard. So it's got the back of the ship has like pointy bits that you'd see on a church. And then it's got like little graveyards and little like fencing and stuff.
Really cool.
It's a pretty cool ship. So I was happy to get that for Bright Dust. And then also there's the running in place emote, which is amazing, also for Bright Dust. So it's cool to have two things right out the gate that are actually really cool with Bright Dust.
Yeah. I do like reasons to spend Bright Dust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this event definitely has some of the best stuff. I think so. There is, with the paid track, you get access to, like Mylan said, you get an emote, you get a Sparrow, and you get a shader. The emote initially, I was like, this is kind of lame because it's bobbing for apples. I was like, I just wanted the cat Sparrow. It's not. You can bob and pull out a worm. You can pull out a small one.
Oh, it changes? I didn't realize it changes.
It changes, yeah. And I whipped out a baby fallen. I was like, oh.
Yummy. You won.
I don't know how the Elixni would feel about me like pulling out a baby from a barrel, but
well, it's probably drowned anyway. I'm sure it's dead already.
Oh. Welcome to the city. Now give me a kid so we can put him in a barrel.
Yeah.
We're bobbing for babies.
Like
get in the barrel.
It's fun.
Oh man. Well,
look, I got the sniper, and I did some of the event. Unlocked a bunch. There's a bunch of lore pages as well that you unlock as well, which is
I was gonna say, is that new or repeat from last year?
Last year did the same thing actually. You unlocked the manifest pages, and there was 27 in total with 9 pages per like spooky lost sector. And it followed Glint's sort of trying to experiment on or work out what the headless ones were and try to find meaning in that. And in sort of each sort of mini book gave a different theory about the origin story of the headless ones. Like one was, I think Nessus was Exos ripped their heads off. The moon was to do with the K1 team who found the anomaly and they got like resurrected. And the last one, I think, was Guardians being resurrected by Nokris. And so this year, Ido is now the naive character trying to investigate the headless ones and coming up with like a theory about how they exist.
Yeah, I will say I do appreciate the new voice lines from Ido and them when you're doing the Lost Sector. Like all of that is new, so
yeah,
I do like that. It's a funny, usually funny interactions in the Lost Sectors.
Yeah, it's pretty silly. Like, there's a cool story in there about a drowned captain, which is the new EDZ Lost Sector, or the reskin of that for spooky times, and that this idea that this captain took out a whole Cabal Legion, and then there's just all these different stories about what actually happened, and maybe he's one of the headless ones, and maybe the Cabal one of the headless ones, and then Ido just basically discovers like Halloween, like these old scripts of Halloween sort of, but she gets everything wrong and she calls it the hall between rather than Halloween, and then she starts thinking that we had sentient pumpkins back in the day, and that sentient pumpkins are the reason that the headless ones exist because they used to like guide us between realms, like the living and the dead. So, like, yeah, so she's like completely wrong, and then she sort of like has a go at Glenn. She's like, Glenn, your conclusions are wrong. Here's my conclusion. They're like obviously very wrong too. So,
magical jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, yeah. I've got some. I can read the final entry. I don't think people would consider it spoilers because you can unlock it straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the findings of Ido, scribe of House Light, regarding the beings known as the Headless Ones. It seems that the overarching theme of the Hall Between was transgression. It was a time when social strictures were lifted and humans were permitted to cross the boundaries of nature and society. It appears that most humans use this license to contact their ancestors, similar to the Vanguard's severance rituals aboard the Leviathan. However, it's entirely possible that more adventurous practitioners use the power of the pumpkins to create entirely new beings, the Headless Ones. I'm grateful to Glint for conclusively proving the existence of these reclusive creatures. However, my subsequent research with the Guardian leads me to challenge its conclusions regarding their origins. This debate is likely to continue as long as Lightbearers retain their ghoulish taste for the Headless Ones, loot, and their visceral candy innards.
I know all about Power of the Pumpkin.
Power of the Pumpkin.
Yeah.
She also says like very obvious stuff, like it's just about your neighbors extracting candy from you or something like that. I'm trying to find it. It was quite funny. Yeah, and it was like mostly juveniles who disguise their appearance and they threaten vandalism for the for the reward of candy or something like that.
Accurate.
Like, yeah, pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I do like it. I like the little interactions, the lines they have. It does make me laugh sometimes. And the sniper they brought is honestly pretty great. Not just like with the rolls that it can get and how it feels, but it looks super cool.
Does look
and
good.
it's got unique. It's got unique audio. So that's not
It
something
sounds
we
like an
get.
exotic, really. It has
does,
like the
yeah.
it's like an exotic under the hood, really. In a legendary skin because usually that like sound design doesn't really get given to like legendary, so it's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yep.
Speaking of the sniper, there's some lore.
Who can do some lore?
There's some sniper lore. Who's next?
Shall we do a live reading? Look at this first DCP live reading collab. I'll play the Titan. And Watts will play the Hunter.
I'll be the Hunter. Mylan did go back to Titan, so it's accurate.
It's true. It's not complicated. I just want to stop my enemies using a giant mech suit, the Titan mused.
Seems a little redundant.
Replied his Hunter teammates. The pair was stationed at the rim of a canyon, watching their warlock teammate take readings from a Vex complex down below. The Titan surveyed the canyon through the scope of his elaborate sniper rifle, while the Hunter scanned his radar for any hint of incoming hostiles.
I mean, no offense, the Hunter continued, but you're already an exo.
I'm an idiot. The Titan took his eye off the scope and scowled at his teammates. What the hell do you mean by that?
Come on, man. You know what I mean, the Hunter replied, rolling his eyes.
What? Just because I'm an exo, an empty mechanized shell or something? The Titan growled, peaked.
I didn't say that. It's just you've already got a machine body and superpowers. What the hell's a mech suit gonna add?
Oh, so just because I'm an exo, I don't deserve a mech suit? Titan began to raise his voice.
Dude, first of all, mech suits don't exist. Second,
tell that to Giant Clovis Bray.
Second, the Hunter continued, there's nothing a mech suit could do that you can't already do. I mean, the Vex already need theirs to...
Oh, so now I'm a Vex, the Titan hollered, throwing his hands up.
I didn't say that!
Guess I'm just a metal shell filled with gross electric milk. A thunderous crunch erupted the Titan's rants. The pair peered into the valley below when an enormous Vex Minotaur was lifting its giant metal oof from the flattened body of the Warlock teammates. The Guardians winced. There was an awkward silence.
All right, I admit it. That did look like fun.
The end.
The end.
Not bad. I was a bit rusty and I was a bit
Sniper.
confused on the rules,
Excellent.
but we got it.
Well done. Well done.
So MECH confirmed coming to Destiny. Can't
MECH
wait.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Gundam.
wait. Bungie's actually next IP is Titanfall 2, and this is an Easter egg. Titanfall 3.
Titanfall
Yeah,
3.
give,
Oh my
give
God.
Titanfall to Bungie. Do it. Do it immediately.
I keep meaning to install Titanfall 2 and play it again. It's been, when did that game come out? Like 2013, 2014? It's been a
very
long
good
time.
game.
Two? It was.
Apparently, though, you get
18.
hacked though if you do the multiplayer though. I don't think you'd want to do multiplayer.
Why not?
I don't know.
it's
Apparently,
hacked?
they had a very
There was a
big, like
big
breach of some sort.
problem. Yeah.
No, that's
so
too bad. But the single
was-
player was amazing anyway. That's
Yes,
Yeah,
it
the
was.
campaign's good. Yeah.
There was a big breach, and then players who still play Titanfall 2 basically set up like private servers, and now they have like mods and all kind of stuff in there because they were like, Respawn is not fixing this problem, so we're gonna have to do something ourselves. So
yeah, they have moved on.
That's
Yeah.
what they did. They fixed it.
Mhm.
They're making like a Tales of Apex as well. They
Huh?
got Tales from the Borderlands type game, but it's Apex.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sorry.
Apex
Yeah.
has some great, like, there's some good story behind those characters.
Yeah, there is.
Well, Apex is in the Titanfall universe.
Oh, right. Completely forgot about that. That's why they left it, Titanfall. Apex
Yeah, they're
started making
also-
them money.
They're adding Titanfall maps
Mm.
to Apex, so I have a feeling that that Respawn is kind of like, yeah, they have the BR and is very successful, but I feel like they've been doing little incremental things to try and capture the old school kind of arena shooter players because
Mhm.
they added like trials essentially, right? Like their 3v3 mode. They added like gun game in there. They've got like control in there. So I think they're gonna like start making some of these things permanent, like they did with their 3v3 mode.
Mhm.
To be like, hey, we have a really fun arena shooter here too. You can play. It's not just VR.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah,
are currently a
that
little
gun
homeless.
That gun game was really fun when we played with
It was really fun.
Watson Fran. Yeah.
Yeah.
I preferred it more than the BR.
Watts, you still
Definitely.
feel homeless right now from a PvP experience?
I'm not totally homeless. Not when I play with people. If I play Control solo, it's probably not going to be the best of times. But if I play with people, then it's great.
Interesting. You were saying earlier that it's like the best meta for you right now.
Yeah, so there's a couple reasons. One, sidearms got their 30% increased auto aim fall off distance thing. So the basic as TLDR, they're better at further ranges.
So if you were good with
Um,
them before, you're even better with them now?
Yeah, you
Essentially,
can
yeah.
challenge at more distances.
Yeah.
There's way more distances that you're like, okay, no, I can challenge this lane. When usually you're like, there's no chance.
Mhm.
And then Falcon got re-enabled, so you can finally use Falcon.
What does that do again?
And when you go invisible after you come out of invisibility, you get increased damage.
So your sidearm
Which
kicks hard.
that's the only thing that you get in PvP. There's other stuff in PvE that's actually really cool, but yeah, that's the PvP part. And Rat King is a sidearm that makes you invisible and works with Falcon.
Synergy, yeah.
Oh,
Tasty.
synergy.
So,
Synergistic
for a Rat
experience.
King Void Hunter
Synergistic.
main since the beginning, it's pretty great.
Dream come true.
That's an upgrade.
It really is.
Yeah.
On so many of them have been fun too. Like Traveler's Chosen already had really good range, and now it's just better range. Really interestingly, if you use Devil's Ruin and you use the charge up because it shoots like a fusion rifle, if you use it with Falcon, the charge breaks the invis and you get that damage buff on Devil's Ruin like you would with a fusion rifle.
Wow.
So that's actually been a lot more fun than I expected.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
Did you guys play Trials last weekend?
We did. We went
Yes.
flawless.
Nice. Did you get a good fusion rifle?
I
No.
did. I basically got the god roll.
You got the god
You
roll?
got the god
did.
roll?
Yeah.
Congratulations. I should have
I
played.
showed it to
Damn
Lego and he was like, "Oh, it's beautiful."
The Lego approval stamp.
Yeah, it's
What was
got,
it? What was the recommendation from Lego?
high impact reserves, killing wind, projection, fuse, and extended barrel was what he was using basically. And that's what I got. But I got a stability masterwork, which he had a charge time masterwork. But
And my
Yeah,
Lego
high
garbage.
impact, killing wind, projection fuse, and what barrel?
Extended barrel.
Got hammer forged.
I mean, that's basically it right there.
Okay.
Just tell people
There
you got
you
the
go.
God
You're
roll,
done.
Mylan. You're good. Just tell
You're
them.
done.
Yeah.
You did it.
I'm
Congrats.
I
I'm
mean-
a little jealous. I definitely want more fusion. I want that fusion rifle. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to play Trials. Plus, new kitty, so I was preoccupied. So I don't know.
How is Charlie?
Charlie's good. He's doing good. So far, there's no one that's claimed him yet. So
No?
yeah,
Are you
we're
just going around town tearing posters off of light posts?
like
No one's
strangely,
claimed him yet.
strangely similarly looking kitty. Throw that down. I've checked the online things. I've checked the neighborhood. Have seen nothing about a sweet gray kitty. And it's in Charlie's loving life. He's getting various pets and foods, and he's got all kinds of napping places. It's great.
That's great.
Yeah, he's
He's
a
got a
sweetie.
good home now.
He does. Definitely got a good home. He's got lots of choices of like I said, sleeping places. He doesn't like blankets. It's kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah, he likes hard surfaces. Like a hard surface on the windowsill, a hard surface on the desk, a hard surface.
He's been used to
floor.
sleeping on the street. He doesn't
Yeah.
like comfort.
I was like, is this your street vibe going? You
Yeah.
only want
He
a
doesn't want
hard
to get
surface.
soft. He doesn't know how long this is going to last.
It's like Tom Hanks at the end of the Castaway, and he's like, I want to sleep on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah. Straight
Yeah,
cat.
yeah, street cat. Yeah. He's loving life. He's showing belly, getting belly rubs and all that, which is kind of strange
That's
for
great.
a new cat. Just be like, yes, pet me everywhere. Give me
Yeah.
the whole experience. Yeah. So
Very happy.
if you want more of the origin story, you can refer to last week's side quest, or this week's side quest, the last
Yeah.
episode of side quest. If you want the full origin story of Charlie.
Origin
The
story.
thumbnail is Charlie.
Yeah, it is Charlie. Yeah.
Thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll be easy to find.
Yeah, I haven't committed to posting photos yet because I'm gonna be heartbroken if someone says, "That's my cat."
That's my cat.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Be
So
like,
after
"You
2
should've
weeks, are
kept
you
them."
like, time's up, man? Too
Kind
late.
of.
Yeah, what's the
I cut his nuts
statute of
off. They're gone.
limitations
He
on
ain't the
stealing a
same
cat?
man
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, so after a couple weeks, we'll get him neutered, chip him, because he didn't have a chip. He still has his nuts.
Technically legally, if you chip them, they are yours, and they
Wow.
cannot take them from you. So
Wow.
My custody. My
that is how it
God.
works. Like if they were to take you to court, you're like, sorry, they've got the
hardcore.
chip.
Is that word
Should've
with
chipped
Chipped your cat.
It's
Kids
news,
chip?
your news.
The chip goes straight to
Chips
me.
it and nutted it.
Yeah.
Took the
Yeah,
nuts, chipped him.
Yeah.
My cat.
Where's that end? Can you do it with dogs? Can you do it with kids? Can you do it with
You chip your kids?
yeah? Or chip somebody
feel
else's
like
kids? Like, what if I like somebody else's
someone's
kids more than I like my
scanning-
kids?
Someone scanning your 20-year-old at going into college. Be like,
Hey, that one's mine. Hands off.
oh man. Yeah, I guess I'm calling dibs. Exactly, Fortune. I'm calling dibs on Charlie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah. So that's the update on the kitty.
Nice.
Yep.
Trials.
Yeah, trials?
Mine
Yeah,
was
I hate it.
sad.
I was sad.
Why?
Like
Because
I
it
get
sucks?
I can't get my groove on in trials on stream. I don't know if it's just early morning gaming and my brain is still functioning at 0.5%, or it's just, or I don't know. I feel like when I play trials off stream, Aussie time, I like have a good time, and then I get on stream and I just like a
What's
one
the
damage.
current state of matchmaking in Trials of Osiris? Is it all connection based right now? Is it
It's card based.
card based?
Card based and connection based.
If
So-
you have 2 wins, you're matched up with other people who have 2 wins.
They tried
Around
to.
bouts. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly how it works. Yeah.
theoretically.
But there's no skill base in it at all.
No.
No. And like in it's still the time zones are still an issue, because if I want to play like flawless, so Monday morning streams, it's just gone like the flawless pools opened up, right? Or non-flawless pools opened up. So that's the first time I can play in a non-flawless pool. And I basically won't I actually can't find a match. because it's
Wow.
it's Monday. It's Monday. People
Yeah.
are at work,
Right.
so I have to wait till
Losers.
Monday night before I can do it.
Man,
Get
it
into
really
trials,
sucks
come on.
for. It really sucks for
What do you need a
Yeah.
job
that
for?
time zone.
So lame.
And the times I did it, I had the same people. I just matched the same people over and over.
Yeah, that's what I just.
That's pretty bad. It's pretty. It's like the I guess that's the risk of streaming at my during the middle of the day. Any PvP game is always going to have lower populations, I guess. So
Yeah. That's the reminder as to why I didn't want to play Trials.
That's only if you're in Australia.
Nah, but I feel like I get those same vibes afterwards. I'm like, man, Trials. Like, obviously, I enjoy playing with you guys, but also the experience of Trials isn't necessarily uplifting. I don't walk away clicking my heels.
here's the thing: I play a little bit of Overwatch, and reluctantly, and I had more fun than Trials. So I don't know what that represents. Just Trials is not what it used to be, and it's a bit hard.
Yeah.
Or
Overwatch,
playing
the
something new is fun.
actual game, like the gameplay, like genuinely Overwatch 2 is pretty fun. Like the changes they've made have made it pretty fun. It's just
Yeah?
all the other crap surrounding it is a
Hmm.
bit of a mess.
Yeah. Blizzard. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bringing it back.
I know we're a
to
bit off
what we were talking
topic.
about.
But First Ascendant, the beta's live now too.
Beta
So
is live, yeah.
I've been waiting to see people's reactions to it.
What are
guys
people
seen
saying?
any-
I've gotten some. So Toast,
got
who
some?
we played Trials with
Yeah.
on Friday, he got in and he said I was in there for about 15 minutes and then I just logged off. And his reasoning was the abilities didn't feel impactful or meaningful. They didn't look cool. The voiceover was terrible. He picked the girl. Ew,
Oh,
you're reloading?
Ew, reloading?
Ew, you're
Again?
reloading? You're
Oh my
reloading
God.
again? Ew, why?
Couldn't believe how many times I heard that. I was like,
Every time I'm like, who is that? And I look at Tefty and he's just like, yeah,
I
my
just
God,
reload my
reloading.
weapon and it says again.
So what you're saying is we're not going to be starting the First Descendant community podcast?
Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
in a shocking
My bad.
twist.
Uh,
so I
what
had a
else was
comment
there?
on-
Oh, it was
I don't-
the mission. No, not the mission structure, but yeah, it was like the abilities and the things just didn't look very fun or impactful, essentially. And then another person that I talked to played a little bit longer, and he said that the grind just doesn't look like it's going to be for me. Like, there's no fashion is such a big thing that drives me. Like
Yeah.
seeing my character get powerful, and
Yeah.
he saw a collection of where you will essentially have the skins that you've unlocked, but you can't see how to unlock any skins. So I heard from 2 people who played, 2 put it down.
Oh, looking
Yeah.
good.
I'm keen to hear people's thoughts because it's like the
Me
first time
too.
I sort of had access to, like, so much like social media drama and other people's opinions like bleed into your way you perceive games. So it's interesting that
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
first
got
blush.
to review a game like a week before people got their hands on it, and then just see how people react to it. It's sort of like I'm hoping people leave some more feedback and let me know if I was on the money or not on the money with the review I did. And
Yeah, and that's important to understand that kind of where you're aligning with kind of general feedback as well. Gives you
Yeah.
a certain compass. I feel like
Yeah.
we were pretty on point personally, but maybe there's another breed of gamers out there that really are just completely stat based. Like, just give me the stat
Yeah.
game,
there's definitely some. I mean, Division's a little bit like that, is it not? I haven't played Division a long time, but I think
It,
sort of
there's
move
elements.
towards a lot of stats.
There's elements you could draw to that, but like the gunplay and the environment stuff, I thought was pretty satisfying in Division, and also the
Right.
abilities felt like they actually did stuff.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I definitely didn't get that in First Ascendant.
Yeah.
Someone left a comment on the review I made saying, "Oh, you Destiny like fanboys always trying to shit in every game." I'm like, listen, right?
I do like shitting on everything.
Briar, yes, certified hater.
Yeah. Let me get Brian.
Except for
Destiny
Anthem, of course.
streamers and YouTubers don't want to shit on new games because we would love to stop playing Destiny and play something else, okay? Because that equals content and that equals money. That's the most brain-dead comment I've ever heard. Of course, we want other games to be successful because it increases competition at Bungie and also gives us more money, okay? So, like...
Also, the only positive comments I've heard about the First Descendant come from Destiny content creators. Everyone else has pooped all over it.
Good point.
Huh.
So,
Which, by the way, was also true of Destiny 1. So maybe there's a through thread there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see how people get on with it. Even when it releases.
I almost I want to hop in and be in the First Descendant directory so people will come into the stream and tell me their opinions. I'm really curious to know what people think.
Like a double
really
agent.
That better be a joint cocktail stream because I don't know.
Oh man.
All right.
Anything else this week? Is there a TWAB?
There was indeed a TWAB. Of course, Festival of the Lost is here. The masks are pretty cool. The masks that they brought this year, they've got like the bread, got a bread hat, you've got Rivet. There's a Telesto helmet, which is probably why everything was bugged.
Yeah, I gotta get that Telesto helmet.
That Telesto helmet ruined everything because when Festival of the Lost launched, more players had a bugged quest than did not have a bugged quest.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
But luckily they fixed it same day.
Thanks, Telesto.
Right when I logged on.
Good to see you back.
Freaking Telesto, man.
So yeah, they're just talking about Festival of the Lost here, explaining the mech themed armor. What do you guys think about the mech armor? Now you've seen it in game. If you have seen it in game,
I like it. I think it's pretty good.
I didn't immediately buy it.
Yeah, I haven't bought it.
Oh, I'm not gonna buy it.
Oh,
well, you can get it for Bright Dust. You can get it for Bright Dust. 6,000 Bright Dust.
Yeah.
6,000?
6,000.
I put on the Hunter Gundam arms, the mech arms, and then I put on the Hunter Vex arms that we got quite a while ago now, and I was like, these look basically the same. They're not the same exactly, but they give you the same. Like if you were trying to put an armor set together, no, it's not a reskin at all. Like they just have the same silhouette. So if you were trying to make a look and like you wanted that kind of look with it, you could just use that. But the Hunter helmet and cape, I can use. The rest of it, I hate it. It's so ugly.
The Hunter to me is the least like mech like, with the exception of the helmet, which reminds me of Voltron's face a little bit. But to me, it's the least mech like. The Titan looks the most like a Gundam, and the Warlock, I don't know. I guess you can get mech out of that, but mostly it just looks cool to me. It's just it's like a cool silhouette, and it's a nice looking set of armor for the Warlock.
Is there like a Destiny fashion channel that is like going through Goodwill and finding cheap threads, or like using a catalog of stuff from before to try to look like current stuff? You know, dress for less.
I've seen popular YouTube shorts of like Destiny fashion.
Yeah,
that. Not necessarily that, but more buying it and showing it, and then like showing what you could pair with it, like shader wise, to like make it look cool.
Oh, okay,
interesting.
But
has anybody seen the new shader, that Bookworm shader? Is that any good?
I haven't inspected it yet.
No.
Is that the white, red, and blue one, or is that the?
No, it's
I've
the one you get
only
in
seen
free
the
pass.
square. Yeah, I haven't actually seen it on anything.
It's a free pass one.
I've only seen the square, which never really tells me what it's going to look like.
No, it's a hint, really.
Yeah. I do like the cat Sparrow and the Mystic Horse Sparrow.
Oh, Mystic Horse is good.
Yeah, both. So the cat Sparrow, you can change the color of the eyes and like the scratch on the side, so you can use the RGB shader if you want to. Also, when the trail is like a rainbow sparkles.
Oh, really? Do the eyes go back and forth like one of those cat clocks?
I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah,
next year.
the cosmetics are really good. And then you've got the ship that looks like a Scooby-Doo van.
I haven't seen that yet.
There's some good stuff.
Can I earn it, or I gotta buy it?
It's Bright Dust. Well, actually, I
Okay.
don't know if it's going to be available for Bright Dust yet.
I don't know. At
Mystical
some point,
Ost.
I'm gonna have to break down and accept this game for what it currently is, and just buy
I
fucking
think
shit.
so.
Like it's just
Done pretty well resisting so far.
It's been
all
8
the best
years, you
looking
know.
stuff is in Eververse. You know, like I want the fun looking stuff. I just wish I could earn it by playing the game instead of just buying it. But then I don't feel like I earned it. I don't have the same attachment to it when I don't know. Anything else in the swab?
Let's take a look. So yeah, they just went over what you can get, the new legendary sniper rifle. They show you the sparrows, which are cool, and then they said that there's a note here that they're gonna have some fun challenges in the real world. So they're calling all artists, cosplayers, fiber, digital, food art, whatever you do, to use the right hashtag based on what you're doing for spooky stuff to win some things. So there is a pretty cool emblem that you're going to be able to get if the Bungie or like Destiny account, any official account shares your work, you get this emblem.
Oh,
Oh,
neat.
cool.
Cool.
Get to creating. And there's a
Get
shirt.
creating.
Oh, this is worth noting. So they do tell us the guns that are going to be leaving the pool after the season. So you know if you want to go for them or not. Iron Banner has Forge's Pledge Pulse Rifle and Reese Walker Shotgun. Trials has Aisha's Embrace Scout Rifle and Reed's Regret Linear Fusion. And Nightfall is Silicon Aroma and Duty Bound. So pick those up before they disappear if you want
OGs.
them.
Is there anything that's like really worth getting in there?
The Reese Walker Shotgun
Yeah, Reese is good, right?
Yeah,
Probably
it's
Reese.
pretty solid, and it's a primary shotgun.
Yeah.
Aisha's Embrace actually feels really good.
Haven't you really used Ashes yet?
Yeah, it's just pretty good, especially with I like it with Adagio. Adagio on that scout feels pretty nice.
People say raids. I don't see why you'd want raids now whether you got the Taipan crafting quest. Like, isn't your Taipan just going to be better?
That's the thing, yeah, because it has
Yeah.
enhanced perks. So
Yeah. I've never really used Silicon Aroma or Duty Bound. I don't know.
Sniper and
like
auto
before.
rifle from like basically year one of D2 when they first introduced Nightfall loot. Yeah.
they are actually all pretty solid weapons that are leaving. All of them
Yeah.
are pretty solid.
Pretty good. There's so many like solid guns in this game now though. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the loot variety and what's good. It was just kind of insane.
I would just like to yell at chat for a quick moment. Everyone's saying Reeds
Yes.
is better, higher DPS, stasis, font combo. Yeah, okay. When do you ever need a higher DPS than an enhanced Taipan? Never. There you go.
When you're trying to flex stats, bro.
Yeah.
You're never gonna see the stats because you're not gonna wipe to see them.
No, you're strictly doing it for numbers. You do one phase and then you wipe. And then you screenshot it and then you
Yeah,
move
okay.
on.
Day one. Okay, fair. Day one contest mode. But I don't know. I don't feel like if I've got an enhanced Taipan, the reason we're failing is because I don't have a Reeds. Okay.
Should have had a reads, bro. Now it's sunset.
Yes, it's your fault, Violet. You don't have a read. It's unbelievable.
Everyone line up. Who's
Jesus.
got Reeds? Right, yes, yep, yes, right, yes. Mylin, where's your Reeds? Out. Get on LFG.
Looking for group, must have reads.
Yeah.
Must have Reeds. And even then, you want bait and switch, right? Cataclysmic from bloody what's its face. The other one.
And you don't have to play trials.
Trials.
Did you guys see the T-shirt that they're offering? If you, what is it? You got to complete
Yeah.
the Bookworm 1 event challenge. The T-shirt is like a spooky Halloween pumpkin face with 3 eyes,
That
like
actually looks
the
good.
hive.
I do
It does
like
look good.
I do like it.
I like that.
And
like
they
that
do
t-shirt.
specifically say that the T-shirt will be shipping quickly.
Oh, okay.
I did see them say that. So
Because they've had a lot of issues with that before.
yes.
Oh,
So
that is
it's
pretty
even
neat.
to
I
a
like
wild
that.
Right.
card when I get stuff from Bungie Store.
Yep, that's
Is that
it.
it?
That's it for the 12.
Lord
Of
of
course,
Wolves.
there's
Lord of Wolves got disabled.
Lord of Wolves did get disabled. It was like doing funky stuff.
They just ripped it out.
Wow. Wolf packing.
Yep. Get it back in the box. Put it back in the box.
Put it
Why?
back. It's busted.
You want
It
to do Twitter
is.
questions?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there's nothing else really this week, right?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, Briar's camera is on the fritz.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a new camera.
You know,
At least now I can smoke
Fran's,
meth off camera.
If,
Fran's
remember
mic
s-
broke too. It's just
Oh,
bad
really?
stuff all around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Busted. Mic.
Fran's mic's gone.
Is he spitting in
You could
it?
do
What's going on?
you could do mimes when he streams.
True. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
Or you could bait interaction by everyone thinking you're muted the whole time.
Yeah.
5D chess?
That's
Muted
all I
Fran,
would
muted
do.
Fran, muted Fran, you're muted Fran. Oh, I'm not muted. That's the way.
Ace Dog says, just noticed that today is my 6-year Twitter anniversary, primarily to send DCP Live Twitter questions. So,
Oh.
Retroslat, how could you shun Miss 5000 Watts by not picking her game? Oh, right, she's a cannibal. Never mind.
Hmm.
It was on the list of possible games to choose,
So
but
good.
we went another way. I think Jay just doesn't like Miss 5000 Watts. I don't know what to say.
That
Honestly,
could be it.
the look on his face when I brought up her name was it was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable. Ace Dog says, "Hey, Mylan, my guy, what are the importance of Glaives? Sabbathan told us 2 truths, 1 lie, that the Glaives would be the key to killing the witness. If that is the truth, did she watch Nezzy use the glaive against the witness? Is one of the 4 we made the key?"
Don't know, but I am revisiting 2 Truths, 1 Lie, 2 Truths, 2 Lies, because there's some interesting stuff that's happened now that we can like confirm that has happened, you know? So I've had Circadian Wolf, a gent that helps me write some scripts, actually gone through each of them, 2 Truths, 2 Lies, and sort of write law on each of the things. So I'm assuming that will be in that script. I haven't read it yet. In general, Glaives were like the home planet weapon of Rolk. And obviously, Nezarek also got gifted a glaive by Rolk when he became a disciple. So it has some significance there. But apart from that, not too sure yet.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Philip Ironhand says, "Hey guys, last week I floated the idea that Eris's bone is from Nezzy. The lore master shot it down by referring to an old video of his titled Na Ahamkara, where he makes an argument against it being one. I'm very confused.
Okay.
Please help."
Okay. Listen, you know why you're confused? I make money off clickbait. Okay, of course it's Ahamkara bone, but the title says not Ahamkara, so you click on it. I actually did see this message today, and I went back and watched it. I was like, okay, what crack was I smoking when I looked at this? I didn't get through the whole video, so I couldn't see my points against it. But the basic understanding of the Ahamkara bone links to Eris's sort of origin story, how she escaped the Hellmouth. Okay, but I don't know if it's exactly confirmed. So okay, I'll give you that point. It could be something else. Possibly. I'm not too sure what evidence it gave for it, but that's the fun part of Destiny lore, you know? No right or wrong answers, I guess, most of the time.
You're all
I think
just
it's
making it up.
important to realize that new information can come to light and your opinions may change. Unfortunately, when your opinions are committed to YouTube for years, you know, sometimes that can come back and
I actually had a YouTube short where I was screaming, where's the law source? And I think that was just whatever season. Remember, they didn't do any lead up. They didn't do any build up. It was like we didn't know what the season was called, didn't know what was coming out.
Yes. Yeah.
And someone was
wasn't
like,
that the first season of the Redacted?
Yeah, whatever it was. And someone left a comment like, there's lore in season of Festival of the Lost. I'm like, mate, look at the publication dates. He's like, oh, how embarrassing.
Oh, weird.
Because I don't think YouTube Shorts tell you the publication date unless I don't know how you look at it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't
Really?
actually know.
I watch most of the YouTube watching I do is on my TV, and I don't even know how to find the publication date on that. I'm sure there's a way.
You have to look at the
But
description somehow.
you can't see like, you can see the title, but you can't see like the description of videos on the TV.
Tell me you're not typing in comments on your TV.
That is also true. I'm not typing in comments on my TV.
I can sort of imagine you doing that.
Maybe you could like voice it, you know, use your voice thing to like add comments.
Click.
Hi, Brian, watching this in the living room. Just a quick note about your dog shit video.
Speaking through my magic remote.
That's actually what my remote is called, a magic remote. LG TVs have magic remotes.
All right, that's your job today. You gotta leave a comment on someone's video.
Yeah. Through the TV.
Kane Shin Phoenix says, would you like to see an updated form of the breakneck auto rifle in the Legacy Farm in Season 20? Would you like to see other auto rifles have the same weapon traits as breakneck?
Breakneck? What?
I don't remember breakneck, and Watts isn't here. We've
Yeah.
lost Watts at a critical juncture.
Breakneck.
I'm trying to open dim
We need a lifeline.
Why the GG? What do they want to know about breakneck? The rolls. Oh, is that a Gambito one? That's what we don't know. That's a Gambito one. That's what we don't know about.
Was it? Hold on. I don't have it.
Rampage? Onslaught.
Oh, the Pinnacle one. Yeah, that was a really good auto rifle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. What was the question
rate
again?
increases as you stack Rampage.
Yeah. What was the question again, Briar?
So it's like
The question was, would you like to see an updated form of the breakneck?
Problem is, if they introduce something like that, it's like the only option then. If you start having it, see, the problem with those pinnacles is there was power creep, and there were legendaries, and they want to keep that type of power to exotics because that way they can balance it correctly. When it's in legendaries, you get to a point where you have like all this crazy power, and that's kind of what was happening with what the hell is the name of that? The grenade launcher that was like a rocket. Anyways.
Yeah.
That happening plus that. So I mean, if they made it, I would be totally down. Mountaintop, yeah. I'd be totally down to see another breakneck type of thing happen, but I don't think they will because they don't want to upset the balance. Yeah.
The top review on it on LightGG is I miss it every day. I hope it comes back.
DLN says, to combat the 200 plus AQI, that's air quality index for those who are not breathing easy.
Remember we talked about
Which Festival of the Lost Mass do you think would scare the shit out of your neighbors the most when going to the store or mowing Briar's perfect lawn? Oh, thank you, DLN. You're too kind. Festival of the Lost Mask would scare the shit out of your neighbors.
I mean, orcs.
They're pretty resistant. I mean, they're all too inside jokes, you know?
Yeah. Are there any of them? I mean, I use, I'm looking at it right now, the Masqueraders Helm, which is like this creepy bunny looking one with red eyes. But it's still just going to be like a paper mask. I don't know if it's going to scare anybody.
Yeah, paper mache.
I mean?
I don't think anyone's going to be freaked out over that.
I think they'd be more afraid if you showed up with like an actual helmet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if you walked in with Helmet St. 14 to the grocery store, people are going to look at you funny if it's Halloween or not.
Yeah, I mean, Helmet St. 14 with the ornament, the devil ornament or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That would get them.
Or what's that Warlock one that with like the astrocyte verse with the stars that kind of like move inside the.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
I'd be like, whoa, something supernatural is happening right now, and I'm not ready for it.
What is your air quality index right now?
For me, I think it's in the 50 something.
Same. I was
yeah,
very
46.
high.
46.
Is very concerning. I have never looked at my air quality index until you brought it up.
Until I brought it up, yeah.
Now I look at it all the time.
Depends on where you live, man, you know?
I guess so.
It's weird. Sometimes you look and be like, oh, why is it high? You'd be like, oh, maybe people are burning firewood outside.
Oh, it could be that, right?
Yeah, like the October burn that happens to burn leaves and stuff. We can pollute the air a little bit. But not
That's
the 200
super
plus.
illegal around here. You cannot burn leaves.
Yeah.
That starts fires. Because those things float up in the air while they're on fire, then land on other stuff.
Mm-hmm. No bueno.
Can I give a lore update of this
Please.
YouTube comment? Because I've been updated from Twitch chat.
Please.
So I had the YouTube short when I was screaming where's the lore source. It said, there's heaps of lore. Check Festival of the Cost. And then I said, check the date. And they responded to me saying, check the date as yeah, that's all good as fuck for me. To be fair, I can't find the date posted, plus devil's lettuce. Keep on
Plus devil's lettuce? He's on the devil's lettuce?
Yeah. Keep on keeping on, bro. Big fan. Prayer emoji. Akuna Matata.
Matata on the devil's lettuce. The jazz cabbage.
Dude, you gotta respect that dude. He's like, he thought he got you. But once you corrected him and he realized his mistake, he's like totally like, oh man, my bad, I'm an idiot. I love it. That's great.
Shit.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. Yeah. More interactions like that, please. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. WAK says 134 in Dubai, UAE. This is considered a good day here. Love the show. You guys rock.
134 for AQI?
The air quality
That's
index.
a good day. Wow.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's
that's,
because of the sand in the desert. Is that just like stuff blowing around?
Could be.
A little follow up, WAK.
Yeah.
Why is it so high? Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, ours has been very, very bad. Yesterday it was.
Why is that?
There's a fire, and it's still the same fire from last time where I felt really
Bummer.
sick after. But yeah, it was about 265 yesterday, and we've been sitting at about 195 today.
Wow.
And normally, for context, it's normally around like 20.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Unhealthy air sucks. Makes you feel like tired too. Breathing all the time.
It just smells like a bonfire outside.
Smells
There's
like
ash
smoke.
I do like
everywhere.
a good bonfire.
Well, one that gives you a headache and the
Well,
eye
one that
burn.
I can go home from personally. Yeah, it's preferable. One that I could walk away from. Lane Runner says, do you believe there's any chance Nezarek might have been a human and that he betrayed the human race potentially?
There's a chance, sure.
Nicholas Cross says,
No, hold on. I don't want to get another. Actually, mine. You said in 2018 the Netherrace balls. Look, we've seen an image of his hands. They don't look human, but he could have developed to be something different after
that could
being
be armor, right?
armor. Yeah, it could be pyramid armor. It could be resurrected by when made unbroken by the witness. You know, some sort of transformation, possibly. You know, we're assuming that Rolk probably transformed a bit, unless all of his race look like they're wearing stilettos. Not sure.
I think that's for them. That's the rolked out look.
Yeah, that could be the rolked out look. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. That's an explanation for the whole betrayer. Could have betrayed humanity for sure. There you go.
So there's a chance. Got it.
Nicholas Cross says,
please, there's a chance. Yes.
Now that Garfalcon is back, how many triple hunter teams do you expect to see in trials? And when are they going to add explosive rounds to sweep business?
Well, let me tell you, I still think that Arc Titan will be the thing that makes the most sense to play, because your grenade is essentially a whole other teammate. So
the old zip zap smash.
It just lasts for so long.
chase
It
them
lasts.
around the map.
Yeah, you play if you've played Destiny for a long time, you have like kind of a gauge within you of how long things usually last, how long you have to run away, how long you have to hide. The Titan storm nades probably last about 2 times as long as you feel they actually should. So they're tracking you everywhere. They last forever. They do, decent damage. So if you are in a fight and someone just throws a grenade down, you gotta run away. Like run away. Vacate the area. It's not
Yeah.
just like back up. You gotta vacate the entire area.
Yeah.
And like my gauge for this kind of thing is this ability better than a super? It's kind of better than the Hunter Stasis super. Like it does more damage. It seems to track really aggressively and maybe a bit
Sort of
faster. It's really good. It's really good. And they can have 2 of them. They just throw one, throw another. And then of course your grenade comes back quickly. So it's I feel like if you're running Arc Titan in Trials, you have the barricade, which helps you to get reses way easier than other classes. You have the storm grenade to push people off reses or to push people anywhere you want them. I think it will be.
And not to mention, they're just so quick, man. Titans in general,
They're
just so
so
quick with
fast.
their shoulder charges and shield bashes. Like, you just zoom in.
They are very, very fast.
Got the zooms, man.
Yep. Hence, I'm making a Titan build now.
Ryan
Mine's
P
like,
says,
now I'm a Titan.
"Hey all, which Halloween activity has been more fun and engaging for you? Haunted sectors or haunted forests? For me, nothing was more fun than homie appearing out of nowhere and sending you to the shadow realm, or griefing your friends before the finish with the homie pit."
I think there was something to be said about the first time going through the haunted forest, and I did like that.
Yeah.
But it, like all these things, when you've played them enough, you're kind of like, all right, next thing, please.
Yeah, and when it comes to year after year and they don't change or they change very little, it gets old.
Yeah.
Everything does, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind this format. I don't mind the lost sectors because I actually do like the lost sectors, and I like them incorporating them more into things. Preferably, I would like a brand new thing every single time. I don't think it's cost effective though, for them to do that.
Yeah, not for like
maybe now that they got
Halloween,
a pass just for lost sectors or just for
$20 pass, then maybe
$25 pass.
25, you got it, boss.
And it doesn't include cosmetics. You got to buy those separate.
Yeah, then we'll give you something new every year. At least what I will say, I do appreciate them doing like the lore is new, and then also the voice lines in the lost sector is new, and it is fun to hear like Ido calling Drifter Driftwood and her taking everything really literally, where she's like, "Crow, I don't think it tastes very good." So it's I do
like to find out. Rise of Bacon says, "Does the McCrispy do enough to stand on its own as a powerhouse, or is it just a McChicken sandwich and a fancy bun?"
I don't do McDonald's very often, but maybe I will now that they've got the Overwatch 2 collaboration only in Australia. And pick up me skin for
your adult
Tracer.
Happy Meal.
Yeah, what about this adult Happy Meal? Someone was selling it for like 300 grand or something. What's up with that?
What?
Yeah, there was people trying to sell them for absorbent amounts of cash for an adult Happy Meal toy. No, like there's a toy that comes out of an adult.
You'd normally
I didn't know about
kids Happy Meal.
Yeah, I didn't know about
I've
adult
never heard
Happy
of an
Meals.
adult Happy Meal.
Same. So
I have one of the toys.
Really, you're gonna sell on eBay for 20 grand?
Put it on eBay.
Yeah. Apparently, you can make a lot.
Is
of
this
money.
a current thing, or was this a thing that has come and gone, or?
It was recent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can still get them.
I think this is like a shock news title where maybe somebody accidentally spent too much money on one of these because they were on the devil's lettuce, the jazz cabbage, and then someone makes a fake news story that gets upset about it, and then it gets lit up on Twitter.
What I keep realizing is that all people have to do to make something news is find one person tweet something ridiculous.
Exactly.
And then they're like, "Oh, well, people say, these people are saying." Like, no, just one idiot said that on Twitter.
Yeah,
it does happen all the time.
Happens all the time.
Do you guys remember when those casserole dishes were being sold for like $20,000, or was that like an Australian thing?
No, I never.
These
heard
like
that.
No idea about
old like casserole dishes. I think they don't make them anymore, and they were like people
Like
either
frozen
collecting them or
food?
using. No, like a baking dish, you know, with like a
Oh, like
glass,
actual. Okay.
like the dish. It's like the
Yeah.
pot itself. We ended up finding one in our house, like $20,000, and we're like, yeah, probably not gonna be bothered to like get on eBay and sell this and like package this and like send this off. But it's the same stuff, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a commitment collecting money.
yeah, yeah.
My grandmother, who was an antique dealer when she was working, and she retired, but she had kept some of her favorite stuff in her house. She just recently moved into a, like a retirement home, and my father went to help her move, and there was quite a bit of stuff that ended up being worth a ton of fucking money in that house.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
taken quite a while because, like, antiques, you can't just throw them up on eBay. You really want to like kind of find the.
You got to go to the roadshow.
Right buyer, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go to the Antique Roadshow.
Go to the roadshow and show
You
up
do.
and see if you get surprised. You know, if you have a breakdown, someone's like, "This is worth $500,000." You're like, "What did you say?" It's
We gotta take him to what's that show, pawn shop or whatever.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
style.
"I'll give you $5 for it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Best
think
I
if
could
you
do,
put a
$5.
McCrispy and a McChicken sandwich in front of me, I don't think I could tell you the difference, or I wouldn't be able to identify which one was which.
I would stay away from McDonald's personally.
Yeah, I fucking got shot out of a cannon today out of my diet.
That was quite the journey.
He's like, I got shots?
I got shot. So
McDonald's we're talking about. You got
I got
shot at
shot at a
McDonald's, but now it's
McDonald's,
out of a
yeah.
cannon, so you're in the
That
circus. Brian joined the circus. Now he's changed his diet? What?
For those who don't know, I've been trying to get in shape and diet and exercise every day. But
You
man,
getting
today
swole?
me and my mother went to a apple orchard to get some cider, and we bought pie, and we bought apple donuts, and we bought all sorts of like apple flavored confectionery stuff. And oh my god,
This sounds so October.
You had a blowout.
Yeah, it was a bad day. It was
You
a
had
bad
a blowout.
day.
Did
Had a
you
blowout.
did you make a plea to the porcelain god?
Not yet, but it's probably coming. I ran from my diet like Forrest Gump running away from a football field. It was ridiculous.
Hey, sometimes you
I
gotta
feel bad.
sometimes you gotta have a cheat day, man.
Oh, this
You
is
do.
more than a cheat day.
Cheat
It
week.
was unexpected too. I didn't wake up like saying, "Oh yeah, today's a cheat day." Nope.
That is explosive pie. And then
Is
on the way
A-okay.
home, you grab 2 crispy McChicken somethings.
I'm not a McDonald's fan. I do
Same.
like a fish fillet though. Fish fillet is pretty good.
Is it fish?
I mean, it says fish.
Yeah, they can call it
Yeah,
anything
fish,
they
there's
want.
fish on the can. I don't want to see what the problem is.
McDonald's, they could be like, this paste is officially chicken.
Hey Blaze says, do you find it harder to play Destiny 2 right now because of the community's constant negativity? I think that a lot of the hot topics within the community are dramatically overblown. I love the game myself, but it feels like I'm not allowed to enjoy it because of others. Hey Blaze, real quick, remember that people who talk about this game are often financially incentivized to talk shit about this game because talking shit gets more clicks and more money than being cool. Just remember that. So whenever the drama seems crazy, understand where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, don't rely on like community outrage to shape your opinions on this stuff. Like, I know it's a double-edged sword because like you're watching a podcast, listen to a podcast about the game.
Also, the title for this show is going to be "This Game Is Fucked."
26 reasons why we hate Destiny.
I can't believe Bungie did this.
It's you have to, in today's day and age of online media, you really kind of have to be choosy about what sources you pay attention to. Like I found this with Twitter. At a certain point, I was like, I have to just not pay attention to certain topics on Twitter because it's going to shape my emotions throughout the day of people's hot takes of certain things. And so you kind of have to be a bit guarded as to where you're getting some of this. Like if you're constantly perusing Reddit and you're seeing a bunch of hot takes on Reddit and getting pissed off about it, or it's ruining your enjoyment of the game, like it might be time to turn off Reddit for a bit or curtail it quite a bit. You know?
I'll say like some of my best times with Destiny are like, say a new release comes out or a new event or a new whatever, new season, and I'm just too busy streaming and playing the video game to like see the discourse that's going on Twitter. And Twitter and Reddit tend to be like the worst places for that kind of stuff, where you will find a lot of the anger. And then I'll go to Twitter, I'm like, wow, people hate this season. I was having a blast all day.
Yeah.
So like there's plenty of fun to have by just playing the game and not interacting with that stuff.
Also, more often than not, people are, if they're enjoying something, they're less likely to go online and start talking about it. They're more likely to just continue enjoying something.
Keep playing.
Right?
Yeah,
whereas if
true,
you're
So
not enjoying it and you're used to getting like the reinforcement of people responding because you're bitching and moaning about something, then you're going to do it again. You're going to be like, time to bitch and moan about this again because I got reinforced feedback of my bitching and moaning before. So
might be time to pare down like who you're following on social media. Like, you know, like Lego, who was on a couple weeks ago, he's a real positive. You know, he's got a real positive voice. True Vanguard, he's a real positive voice. Watts is a very positive voice. You know,
sometimes.
Don't follow me. I farm drama like a snake.
Yeah. Tacarito says, "Did y'all drink water today? Drink some now. Also, love the podcast and keep up the vibes.
Thank you. And yes,
I did drink some water today, and I drank a whole shitload of apple cider, hot and cold.
I'm drinking this 32 ounce right now. Almost.
Oh yeah, look at that. Is that the clean canteen?
Clean canteen, 32 ounce. I'd go through 2
or
3 of these.
Boy, that's the big boy.
Oh yeah, what is like 4 thingies? Liter mabobs?
4 kangaroos, 2
4
roos in a can.
4 roos and a drop bear.
It's 4 kilometers. I'm pretty sure. Kier Denham says, "Has Destiny reached a point where no one cares now? Bungie as a company, and as us, the public or streamers, it feels like we're just going through the motions now, waiting for new light. Am I off saying this? In October Halloween event was a disaster from the get-go."
This might be what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And it's on Twitter. Who'd have thunk it?
Look, I think the seasons, I think it's reasonable to say that seasons and events are pretty predictable. They've fallen into a pretty predictable cadence in the content that's going to be out, but also it is a live service game. So it's like, you know, Bungie needs to find a rhythm to how they can produce so many things every event and every season. I think it's reasonable to say that you're bored with the cadence and with the seasonal stuff, and that maybe only the big releases get you back. And I think that's reasonable. I think it's fine to say that. I just think it's more of a probably been playing the game for too long rather than anything else, to be honest.
Maybe check out a little game called First Descendant. I heard it's awesome.
First Descendant stack.
I am curious why Halloween event was a disaster from the get-go. Like, I wonder what your expectation was.
The bugs. I think
because of the bug. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
I will say,
Michael
though,
Hazel.
It does suck to get bugs, absolutely. And I logged off right when it was fixed, but they did fix it the same day.
Yeah.
Which, you know,
that's not fucking good enough. Oh wait, that's pretty good actually.
It's a double-edged sword when you're like an early adopter, because technically, if you're playing right as it comes out, you're an early adopter for the experience of Destiny or whatever game. If you're playing a game at launch, you're early adopting, right? Like you get bit by it sometimes, but that's the cost of kind of being on the first wave.
Learn to enjoy chaos. It can be fun.
Yeah. But I definitely agree though that like you need to recognize when you might just be burnt out on the game and decide to like take some time from it, because your enjoyment will be way higher when you come back. after you've taken a break and be like, oh man,
Yeah.
this game's so good. And you played other games like First Ascendant and realize how well Bungie does things.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Hazel says, in the TWAB, Bungie gives a tease about legacy focusing for old Nightfall Trials. Excuse me, I just burped. Iron Banner
Damn.
weapons.
Apple
What are
pie.
your hopes?
I didn't read that in Tom. Whoops.
Briar
this
just
is a Twitter
spewed
question.
apple streusel over his camera.
That's why it's been going bad slowly.
What are your hopes and wishes for such a system? Does anybody know what I'm going to reread
I have
that.
no
In
idea
the
what you
TWAB,
just said.
Bungie gives a tease about legacy focusing for old Nightfall Trials and Iron Banner weapons. What are your hopes and wishes for such a system?
Oh, Legacy.
Personally, I would just prefer crafting as an option, especially for old weapons. Focusing costs too many shards.
Yeah, but also crafting is expensive too. Right?
I never have enough of the umbral energy to freaking focus anything that I want.
Hmm. Yeah. Maybe the solution is to adjust that system before you start focusing.
Yeah, or if it's like bringing back old trial stuff and Iron Banner stuff, I might just prefer to have it be earnable. And maybe
what? Call
maybe
me
it's earnable
old-fashioned.
and craftable. I don't know, but I like earnable.
I was advocating for autonomy and choice and reducing chance, and I think I might be at the point of just like, you know what? Just drop loot. I'll look if it's good or not. Just do that. Like, I don't know, something about the simplicity of just play the bits of the game you like, and it drops loot, and you go, is it good? And yes, no. You just delete it. I feel like we're now in this era of like, gonna spend, I don't know, so many hours crafting something, chasing, then getting 5 blueprints, getting all the materials together.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit
I like
much.
the systems. There are systems in this game that I don't really interact with, and that's one of them. But I like that they're there for the people who do want to interact with them. The people
Yeah.
who are really going to
Yeah.
grind Destiny for 20 to 40 hours a week. Like, I'm glad it's there. And I think it makes for a more enjoyable experience for the really hardcore players, which I'm just not one of anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who are ready for...
Look, I'm being over dramatic about that. I do think those systems are good, but I also, I'm getting nostalgic about a day where just play the game, play things you like, and shit drops. That's about as complicated as it gets,
Bottles Conqueror says, give the upcoming holiday what was your most memorable costume that you ever dressed up for Halloween, and what is your favorite Halloween treat?
Candy corn, clearly. Everyone's favorite. Obviously, right? Yeah.
We don't do Halloween here.
Too many criminals.
Can't tell who's actually in a costume.
No, look, I'll go out and get Halloween candies, knowing that no one will knock on the door, and they'll be mine by the end of the night.
Yeah,
Is it
there
just
you go.
your neighborhood? Because I've had neighborhoods where like there's nothing, not a peep.
Wow.
In Australia,
have to.
it's very rare. Like, it's maybe there'll be some areas, but you have to be on a pretty like big main road or something, I guess.
Do people just assume
No.
that you'd go to like a mall or something and have shops hand out candy instead?
No, no one does it. We don't really celebrate it here.
Wow.
It is becoming more popular though.
Is it looked at as an American thing? American holiday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense then. Why you guys don't do it?
There's this meme, not meme, but there's like a photo of a letter on someone's door, and it's like,
I
F
saw
off
that,
with
yeah.
your, F off, you little
American holiday,
shits, with the American holiday. Don't knock on me door. Which I think is like most Australians' view of Halloween.
I'm gonna cheat on this one. My most memorable costume wasn't something I dressed up in. It's something that one of my kids dressed up in, and it was a fucking perfect Indiana Jones. And he was 9 years old. It was fucking adorable. It was unbelievable. My wife did like a little makeup, like stubble around his face. I still have pictures. It is a great picture. He had the whip. It was so good.
Nice.
Nice.
My favorite Halloween candy is like variety. I I get sick of one candy if I eat it too often, and I don't want it anymore. Like Snickers bars or Reese's peanut butter
Get
cups.
sick of
like,
a Snickers bar?
Yeah, the fun thing about candy is, or Halloween candy, is you get like a variety, and you can keep trying.
I feel like I'd get sick before I got I would get physically sick before I got sick of that particular candy.
It depends on who you're talking to. Are you talking about like 10-year-old Briar? Or are you talking about old ass like upset stomach Briar? Because 10-year-old Briar would eat that whole bag of candy and then be looking for more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite Halloween costumes? What do you guys?
I don't have like a particular favorite. I mean, I enjoyed dressing up as Alf the last year.
That was pretty good.
That was
I gotta
good.
say that's my favorite costume that you've dressed in.
Thank you. I paid for it. It was sweaty, and also that crap was everywhere. The fur, it kept on molting.
That only added to it when you took it off, and you were like, you looked like you had just fought 10 rounds against Mike Tyson. Just run a marathon.
The undershirt was literally just covered in whatever that crap was, and it wouldn't come off. I had to like use some industrial grades cleaner thing.
Basil says, if you had to pick one shader to wear in real life for the rest of your living days, what shader would it be? Hope you are being safe dealing with AQI, air quality index. Trying, man. What are you supposed to do, though? Air quality index is bad. Like, you can't run away. You just got to sit there and deal with it.
Buckle down. Get some machines to help you.
Install a filtration system and then lock up all the windows and doors. And yell at people coming in and out. Like, oh, you holding the door open, damn it. Could act like an old man talking about the leaving hot air or leaving the air. Get out the hair. You know what I'm saying. Close the door.
You live in a barn. No shader picks. Okay,
I don't know the name of any of them. I know what they look like. I do not know any names. There's no way I know any names.
Yeah, I have no identity.
Probably something blue, like nothing neutral. I was like a Smurf for the rest of my life.
I was thinking the pumpkin shaders, which actually, you know what? It was Vanguard something. Vanguard Metro? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the names of it.
It was like the blacksmith shader from Destiny 1. It was a good one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, a little bit of camo.
You get that if you got Call of Duty. Wasn't that like a Call of Duty bonus or something?
Yeah.
Sure was.
If you bought Black Ops 3.
Basil says, if you had to pick one... I just read that one. Sorry, Mike. Ember says, are we sure the gardener and the winnower are in fact the traveler and the witness? Or could they essentially be the top disciples for forces that can't physically take shape in the universe?
Yes, the latter.
Okay.
Second half.
Yeah. No, I don't think the gardener and the winnower are not the traveler and the witness. No, they're different. I think, in my opinion, they're different. They're like the higher forces up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
How high does it go? This thing goes all the way to the top, Mylan.
Them. They're the highest.
They're the highest?
Bing bong. Yeah.
Oh.
Bing bong?
Oh, bing bong. Bing
what
bong.
about boom? What's above boom?
There's boom erasure. There's no boom.
Bang 2 is above boom.
Bang 2?
Yeah, Bang 2 is definitely above boom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
XX Thuggy TXX says, I'm sure my question will be answered during the podcast. So I'm going to take this moment to say thank you guys for doing this podcast weekly. And I look forward to it every Friday morning. Also, although Briar might be tasty, please don't eat him. His laugh is goated. Thank you, Thuggy T, to the man.
Oh, yeah, nice. Thanks. No guarantee.
No guarantees. Thank you.
Mason Blue says, do you believe in ghosts? If so, what happened that convinced you? For me, I saw the ghost of a child that was rumored to have died inside the house. I was laying on the couch as it approached me, and I must have passed out from fear because I don't remember anything afterward.
Wow.
Are you sure you just weren't sleeping for the whole thing? Because it seems more likely that you were dreaming a ghost than an actual ghost happened.
Don't be a negative Nancy. Let's believe in ghosts.
I lived in a ghost house.
What?
Yeah. Not currently, but when I was growing up in Minnesota, The house that we had, the tornado ripped it apart in like 1900, like literally like 1902 or something like that, and then left the neighbors' houses completely fine, and that house was completely destroyed, like leveled to the concrete, and then it was rebuilt. And then when my sister was staying in the room that I eventually took over, she would wake up and hear parties coming from her closet and be like, "What's going on?" Open the door, nothing's in there, obviously, but it sounded like a party from the 40s. Like, sounded like 40s music and all that. When I was in that bedroom, my cat would freak out consistently, and it was pretty much, we had figured it out that there was a ghost dog that lived in this house, and it freaked out the cats, actually.
Yes, that is clearly the answer. If your cat is freaking out, it must be supernatural.
So
it can't be because cats are fucking crazy.
No,
because I've not had a single cat that just randomly freaks out at stuff.
This wasn't like a random. This wasn't like
a ghost house.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me finish my story here. This wasn't some random. The cat just decided to be a cat chasing something wild. You know, it's like my mom would feel something jump up on her bed and lay down, and she would reach for it, and there would just be a depression in there, and that kind of spooked her. She's like, "What? I felt something jump up, and there's a depression in the bed, and nothing's there." And then there was, so like I said, my cat specifically would have interactions where it was specifically looking at one thing on the bed and getting very angry. And then, it was basically like a ghost dog was chilling there. And then we read a story about how there was this guy that died in the house and he had animals. So we think it's his spirit with animals was still there.
Ghost dog.
Yeah. It actually goes deeper. And I don't want to bombard the podcast with more ghost stories from this house.
I like ghost stories.
My brother lived there. His dog freaked out. Eventually got to the point where it would only stay in one room in the house because it was terrified. It was, anyways. Yeah. It's a ghost house.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I've told this before, when Danny's dad passed away, he used to collect antique radios, and one of his favorite songs played on one of the radios he was working on, which was pretty weird. Difficult to explain. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't believe in ghosts, and when people tell me about ghost stories, I can almost always seem to find some way to explain it naturally. It just doesn't. I've never heard a ghost story or seen any evidence for ghosts that is compelling enough to even consider it's true.
You know what, Brian? I reckon you should do in real life streams ghost hunting and just be the skeptic, because that would be content.
Yes.
Just put you in some jail cells, go on the spooky tours of haunted houses, just set up in a room with your cameras. I'll tune in every week. Ghost stories, Brian.
How would you explain music coming from a closet?
I don't know. A radio?
There was no radio on.
That's what you say.
I mean, doesn't exist.
Why would the radio be from the 40s?
I don't know. Maybe the radio was on the other side of the wall. Maybe somebody was listening to music on the other side of the wall.
That's my room.
I'm not there. I can't.
A Nintendo.
I can't say it, but I'm sure that
a Super Nintendo was in that room on the other side.
Tepsi's playing Donkey Kong 64.
You think there's?
Your sister didn't realize and thought it was from the 40s. But it's a DK rap.
Jared says, if you could dress up as any video game character, who would it be and why? Mine would be Joel from Last of Us or Kratos. I mean, who's got the coolest gear? Kratos. That'd be pretty good. Do I get to be in shape like Kratos too?
Yeah, you get those suits you put on. They got the built-in muscles and the six-pack.
Yeah.
Also, Kratos.
I feel like Joel just looks like a regular dude.
Yeah,
he's just like a guy.
Yeah, yeah. You could just go to the store and get a jacket and some jeans and you're done. When you pick a super cool mech suit person or
oh yeah, that's the right. I want a mech suit. I want an operational mech.
I'd want something cool, not just like a dude.
Do you think you get a manual with your mech? You know, because I imagine it'd be difficult to run without understanding your mech suit. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like some instructional software. Be like, this is how it works.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna watch it. I got ADD. I like just skip.
Some tool tips that pop up in your mech suit. You're like, enough of this. I just want to blow something up.
Yeah. Where's the fire button?
I don't need to know about exhaust, coolant system, whatever type of breakdown in case I'm 40,000 feet in the air. Blah, 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 blah. I just want to blow something up.
Blandy McBlanderson says, have you ever seen a saying on a hat or t-shirt that really stuck with you? I had a summer job right after high school where one of the guys wore a hat every day that says, if it smells like fish, I eat it. And I still think about it to this day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You've heard of something that stuck with you? I mean,
there's a Twitter account called Shirts That Go
Shirts
Hard.
That Go Hard, yeah.
It's often got funny stuff on there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but obviously hasn't stuck with me.
There's so many, like when we were in Japan and they have English on hats or t-shirts at this shopping place. So many quotes that are just like ridiculous.
They don't quite make it.
I think one of them was like, fuck you, get down or something. And I was like, okay.
That shirt goes hard. Wow.
It goes on a hat.
Hats that go hard.
And there was like a sign when we went to one of these outside areas warning you of like killer birds, but they weren't killer birds. They just like to get food from people, but they didn't attack people. But it was something ridiculous like watch head above, killer bird swoop. Yeah.
Death from above.
Death bird cometh.
And there was I remember one that I saw. I didn't see this physically when I was there, but I saw this on a website after. I was like, I wonder what funny mistranslations there are in from Japanese to English. And one was, please do not eat children and elderly.
Yeah, Briar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm the one who's always eating people.
You want to eat babies.
Jeez, Briar.
I want to eat blueberry elixir babies. They're not even human.
I want to read this Kyoto fried chicken door to you that's been translated into English. So this is on the door of a restaurant. It is a shop where you can enjoy a delicious fried in Kyoto of fresh vegetables. Bliss of moments where you can enjoy the atmosphere and delicious fried Kyoto. Customers make satisfying fried chicken. The fried chicken is a taste that become habit. I do not stop to eat at once.
I'm
going in there.
Chicken.
That's where I'm going.
Sounds like AI wrote that.
I saw a shirt one time that it said fucking go nuts, but it was in the Dunkin' Donuts like font and logo.
Oh,
and now every time I see it, I'm like, oh, fucking donuts. Go nuts. I like it.
Nice.
Josh Abraham says, which is more toxic, triple grenade launcher mountaintop warlock Tefty or blame the netcode Tefty? That's a good question.
Wow.
When Tefty starts blaming the netcode, that's when Tefty's getting a little salty. And that's when Tefty gets toxic.
A little toxic Tefts going on there.
Yeah, a little toxic. Okay. When it starts, because if you
felt like I was being honest, that's all. You know, just honest.
I'm going with option C. Hilt tilt Tefty.
Oh, that was toxic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely toxic. Yeah. Holtz had pushed all the right buttons.
Lost Charles.
Yep.
Well, it's so easy to blame that netcode. Yeah. Yeah, the hilt tilt. Holtz had he had like the perfect storm of things to piss me off, and it was just one little like dusting to push me over the edge. Yeah.
Bagel says, if you could choose one spooky movie or monster villain to appear in Destiny, who would it be?
Pyramid Head
of Chucky. Pyramid Head would be a good one, and it'd fit, right? That would definitely work.
Head. Yeah, pyramids. Pyramid Head shows up. He's like, I am the pyramid.
True.
What about Predator as another race that shows up? That is also a disciple.
Sold.
That look a bit goalie.
I think they would fuck us up,
Rolky.
frankly.
Little roll. They're kind of guarding us, and they're also hunters, clearly, because they're going invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Watts nailed it with Pyramid Head. That's really good.
I love Pyramid.
Three Bros, One Controller podcast says favorite title name and best looking gun in the game. What's the current season title? I think it's pretty good, right?
Season of Plunder?
Like
Swashbuckler?
I don't know.
Buccaneer? What was it?
I don't really chase titles.
Fuck,
The one
I
for
forgot what it
Festival of the
It's
Lost
good,
is
though.
Ghost Rider, which is pretty cool.
That's
Ghost
not
Rider.
bad.
Rider.
That's pretty good.
My favorite Shadow for sure.
Yeah, that one was good.
I do love Shadow.
The Crucible. What was the Crucible one? That was really
Unbroken?
good.
Unbroken.
Unbroken. I like that one. You had to work really hard to get it too, so I thought it was. I mean,
I think we can all agree Dredgen is the best.
Judge is not bad.
Dredging from a lore perspective, yes. Dredging from a gameplay perspective, no.
Both,
Yeah.
my lad.
Hefty, how many times have
Both.
you gilded your dredging title?
Too many to tell. I don't want to.
Yeah, that sounds like none.
I don't want to strike fear amongst you guys from all my gilding.
Ryan says, as a chronic weapon hoarder, I've oft rediscovered lost god rolls after balance changes. How often has this happened to you? And do you any particular god rolls stick in your mind? This has happened several times when we've had guests on and they've told
Yeah.
us about like a fantastic weapon they've been using. So I'll open up DIM, Destiny Item Manager, and do a search and be like, oh shit, I've got that weapon. And I've got like almost the exact roll he's talking about. I'm
That
like,
does
oh, sweet.
happen.
So I
quite a bit.
immediately move it over to my character. So the next
Yeah.
time I play, I start using it.
Actually, what you're describing is the exact reason why I have a constant problem in the vault, and it's like basically only 20 between 10 to 20 slots available because of these positive reinforcement times of when someone says this roll is perfect, you might not have it, and I'm like, I do because I keep everything.
It
know what-
started
you know what?
early too with what was that sniper rifle that was available like just in the first season of Destiny 1? Was it Queen? It was that Queen event that we only had once, and we got a sniper, the Supremacy.
Yeah.
It started early for me because you never saw that weapon again for like 3 more years.
They only had it for one weekend to get that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like if you didn't get it, well, tough luck.
It happened today, actually, watching True Vanguard talking about Golden Tricorn. And I basically always delete stuff that has Golden Tricorn because I've never used it nor used it properly. And he's like, Golden Tricorn, oh, so good. I'm like, huh? Oh, that does seem like a fun build. You better delete everything that has it.
Yeah.
The Mohegan 9 says, would you rather have to steal from a tip jar whenever you saw one or use hot sauce's eye drops?
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
stealing from the tip jar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going after
I'm
that
not,
tip
I'm
jar.
not ruining my eyeballs.
You could steal from the tip jar and then be like, there's this weird cosmic thing controlling me to have to do this and give back the money, you know? The hot sauce thing, you're going to be ruined every single time you have to do it.
Yeah. Also, there's kind of too many tip jars now. Like everybody's starting to put up tip jars for like jobs that don't traditionally get tips, which I'm getting a little sick of. So I'm not even gonna feel that bad about it.
Did you tip the person who delivered your 4090? Brian?
No.
I only do that at Christmas.
Briar's out here flexing his 4090 and then complaining about people getting tips.
But like you go, all right. So if you go to a restaurant, right, you tip your waitress, right?
Mhm.
If you go to a restaurant and pick up food, do you leave a tip? Like you go pick up,
Yeah, but not as much.
like takeout.
Yeah,
You leave a tip for takeout?
I'll leave a little couple bucks. People had to prepare it and put it together. Yeah, sure.
I don't leave a tip for takeout. I mean, I do now because they asked for it, basically.
I'm
But
not
I
an
never have in
asshole.
the past. Oh, I am. I'm a huge
If I was an asshole, then I wouldn't tip.
at stores
Brian,
now.
Like, how do you-
come to Australia. Just
Right.
come to Australia. You don't have to tip anyone. Just come
At
over here.
stores, like they have you like signing out with like an iPad, you know, like you put your credit card on like the square thing at a store, a real retail store. And then it says, do you want to leave a tip? And you're like, the person who's holding the iPad in front of you. And you're like looking down at like, do I want to leave a tip? Like, this is like, you're guilting me into using this.
You should, Briar, you should just fully commit. You should look them straight in the eye and hit the no as you're looking at them in the eye.
Yeah,
just look them right in the eye
contact.
And smile, you know?
Like, the whole point of tipping is to pay for jobs that don't make like minimum wage, like waitressing, right? But if you're like at a job, like, I don't know. It seems weird. All of a sudden, everybody wants a tip.
Could it be because of the economy?
It could be. Also, I heard some great advice about tipping. Is if you go to a airport, and you know how they have like the baggage handler like at the curbside. If you tip that guy $100 and ask him to get you to your flight fast, like they know all the rules and all the ways to like get through an airport fast. So like $100 to this guy is going to give you like a fast track through the airport, which I didn't.
Is he gonna like put me on the cart and roll me around?
I'd pay.
No, but he's gonna like,
because that's what I would pay for.
You know, that would be nice actually. Like the
was this a TikTok that you watched? How to hack an airport.
It was a buddy who I think saw it on a podcast actually.
Who saw it on TikTok on how to fast track airports.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Briar?
By the way.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in ghosts. He doesn't believe in ghosts, and he's opting for the hot sauce in the eyes. Got it. Okay.
You know what's funny is that are we giving this man $100 because we're late and we need to go fast? Because I feel like I'm totally fine navigating an airport anytime I go to an airport.
Oh
my god, airports are the worst. Like
I don't need to pay someone. You just go to the gate. You just you go through security, you go to the gate. As long as you're not late, then you have plenty of time.
But I've been to LA before, and that shit was confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Was it a transfer?
It's not $100 confusing.
No, exactly.
Well, if you're gonna miss your flight, it could be and miss an event.
That's what I'm saying. If you're late, yes.
I think it depends on the airport.
What if I'm late because the airplane was late?
Well, yeah. No, I'm saying if you're late,
tip
then
the guy
$100,
man.
You want to get there quickly, but
everyone just yelled at me. That was so mean. I literally asked someone. I was like, I don't want to go. Like, they just said good for you or something.
Jesus.
Stared me dead in the eyes and good for you. I was like, okay, I guess you're not gonna help me. That ran off.
I just imagine Violet was sprinting off.
In my hobbit shoes, then I missed my flight.
Mr. Goodbite says, if they're plowing a cornfield next to my house and it's throwing up so much dust that you feel like you're in a dust storm, is the AQI really 45?
No.
It's definitely not good right there. The AQI is sensors that they have around locations, so it's not literally in your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably buy one for you.
Yeah. I bet you could.
Probably.
That's what I'm going to do.
Punch that farmer.
I can look at it every day.
Check your indoor. Be like, what's the air quality in the kitchen? Wow, look at that. Air quality.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Be like, now for science, what's the air quality in the bathroom? After.
Oh, unbelievable.
Hold on. Now what's the air quality in the bathroom?
There's got to be like a phone adapter for that, right?
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Hugo Rudin 79, last question of the night, says, which is best, Cheddar Caves or Wookiee Hole? Google searches are permitted and are relatively safe. You trust me, don't you? What is
Cheddar
better,
Caves?
a Cheddar Cave or a Wookiee Hole?
Wookiee Hole.
Wookiee Hole is a village in England, apparently.
Oh. Well, that sounds
I
pleasant.
feel like I'm seeing the incorrect thing. It looks great. I want to go there. That looks great. Do I need to look it up on Urban Dictionary?
Oh, that would be better.
Dangerous. Come on. Wookiee Hole on Urban Dictionary? That's got to be something questionable.
Wookiee Hole.
I feel like that's someone who's extraordinarily hairy.
Cheddar Caves is a limestone gorge in the Mendip Hills near the village of Cheddar, also in England.
It is a Wookiee hole. Is a female with an abnormally hairy booty hole.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
I called it.
You called it. Yeah, called it. There you go.
Can you look up Cheddar Gorge while you're there?
Oh.
Sure. Yeah, I'm already
Or
here.
Cheddar
so.
Cave, sorry.
Cheddar Cave. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything.
Really? That's interesting.
Maybe he did just mean places in England.
There's no Cheddar
And
Cave.
we're like, oh, do we want the? But there's a Cheddar Gorge. Did you mean Gorge?
Sure.
There's a couple things. Someone's appearance is as great, as beautiful or gorgeous. Oh no, I'm gonna. A lady's intimate area after a weekend at a festival. No shower for 2 days, and a gorge.
That's not funny. That's disgusting. How dare you?
Oh my God.
He's gonna be like, I just met the places in England. Don't they look nice? They're pretty. They look great. Don't you want to visit there?
It's Google
Well,
save.
I'm gonna go with the
Damn
Wookiee
it.
hole, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah, Wookiee
Wookiee
hole.
hole sound. It's just
Yeah, Wookiee hole for the
get
win.
a little pickle.
Yeah, and then I can sell on my Manscaped sponsorship.
Wookiee hole goes hand in hand.
Yeah,
You know what they say? The hairier the cushion, the better the pushing.
that's that's what they say.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they
That's what
say.
they say.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Temp sounds so defeated. And yeah, that's what they say.
Yep, I've heard that.
Right,
That's
we
it.
done?
That was all of the Destiny questions of the week.
Wow.
Once again,
Home run.
we have answered them better than average. I would say better than expected, and you're welcome.
Yeah, our scorecard reads 11 out of 10 consistently.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
thanks for scoring us.
Have-
Appreciate that.
Have yet to get one wrong.
Thank you for giving us a title for this next episode.
Yeah, Cheddar Gorge or Wookiee hole? Is that what the
Yeah,
title
Wookiee
is?
hole versus Cheddar Gorge.
Okay.
Oh man. Well, that was great. Thanks for hanging in there, everyone. we appreciate it. Oh man. Shout out to our Patreon members and our Twitch subs for supporting the shows. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
guys.
for hanging out, everyone. And yeah. Go farm them pages. The spectral
Go.
pages, man.
Go Gorge
Yup.
or Cheddar.
Yeah,
Or
go
watch my
Gorge or
YouTube
Cheddar.
video coming out Sunday night, which will cover everything anyway. Bye bye.
Yeah, I know. What is it? What is it? What's coming on there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over the spectral the manifested pages law.
Okay, nice.
Give you
A deep dive into it.
give you a rundown.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That sounds good because that is fun lore. So, all right, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.